so much. And for our Smoky Mountain Minute today, we have a volunteer with the Great Smoky Mountains National Park who's devoted more than, get this, 10 years of research to document the stories about the families that lived in the park before it's the park that we know today. So we want to welcome Mr. Frank March. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Of course. Now, we want to know, it's hard to imagine this, but more than 2,000 home sites across what has become the park. I guess, what are you learning through all your research?
Well, we're finding what's at the site today, including artifacts. And we're got a picture of a chimney that I saw in 2018, if you could put that up.
Yeah, and we will get to that here in just a moment, here, the picture of that chimney. And again, we have some of the maps here for you as well. But, what are some of the other artifacts that you find when you go on out there? You've got the chimneys.
The most common artifact is a wash tub.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we find a dozen wash tubs at one site.
Oh, my gosh. So you can't imagine just stumbling upon a wash tub on your hike or walk. But I know you go to all these different home sites, and where you can see that chimney right here on your screen.
That's right.
Guys.
That's the Ben Parton place in Sugarland Branch. And I saw that in 2018. I've been back several times since then, but that really got me started. Really getting into this.
Really intrigued your interest,
Correct.
I guess. Now, again, does the park, we showed some of the maps and the descriptions of the home sites. I guess, what can visitors check out as well?
Well, we use a 1931 map, and I think we have a
Yeah, and that was one of the ones that we saw as well. So what does that cover exactly?
It covers a whole park, and this was the section that I'm showing here is Sugarland Branch, and that chimney is on there. A little black dot is a home site. That's another map. That's a Carl Owenby map, and those are hand-drawn maps. The park has both hand-drawn and topographic maps, and we use that to carefully record what's at each site. We store that information up at the Collections Preservation Center in Townsend, and we want to make sure that all these records are protected and that we've got the broader history of the people who lived here before.
It's so important. And, real quickly before we go to break, I guess if I'm someone, maybe I have an artifact, how can I share that with you? There is an event this weekend, correct?
This weekend at the King Family Library in Sevierville from 10 to 2, we're going to be collecting photos, maps, and stories, family stories. So Micah Day, who's a park archivist and librarian, and I will be there collecting this information. So anyone that has this information can come and bring it, and we would love to see you and talk with you.
Fantastic. Frank, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
This was absolutely wonderful. And guys, I've shared all this information online. Make sure you go check it out. We'll be right back after this break.
Thank you.